Ever finish a portrait and feel like something just looks off? The shading looks fine, the details look fine, but somehow it still doesn't look like the person. So let's figure out what went wrong and see if we can fix it. So let's start with the first stage. First, I begin with 4 simple guidelines, 2 horizontal and 2 vertical lines. Their main purpose is simply to help me place the portrait correctly in the center of the page. Then, I start adding a few simple lines, some straight, some with slight curves, mainly to understand the outer shape of the portrait, things like the jawline and the overall boundaries of the face. From there, I begin adding the feature guidelines, and the very first line I focus on is the nose line, because this line helps divide that small center rectangle and gives me a much stronger reference point for the rest of the face. After that, I lightly add the eyebrow line, while the chin placement is already being guided by those 4 main lines we made earlier. Then I quickly sketch the hairline in this area here, just a simple indication. And I roughly place the ears as well, just enough to understand the overall proportions. And honestly, up to this point, everything actually looks fine. We seem to be completely on track. But for now, let's continue the same way most artists usually do. And later, I'll show you exactly how to fix it. Now moving into the second stage, and as usual, I always start with the nose, because the nose usually helps me build everything else around it. And the first thing I focus on are the darker areas, the places where the light doesn't hit. Because honestly, this is how shading works. You don't begin with the lighter areas first, you build form through the shadows. After that, I move into the eyebrows, making sure they still stay aligned on the same horizontal level. Then I work on the eyelids, followed by the upper lash line, and finally, the lower lashes. And once that feels right, I move into the mouth area. And here, the mustache actually helps me understand the spacing between itself and the upper lip. Then I define the chin line, move into the outer face boundaries, and begin shading them in, which is pretty much what we normally do in most portraits. But now, here comes the real question. Why does the portrait still not feel right? Even though everything looks close, it still doesn't fully feel like Tom Holland. So before we fix anything, pause the video here for a second and really look at the portrait. How many corrections do you think we're about to make to finally make this look like Tom Holland? Make your guess, and after we finish the portrait, come back and tell me how many corrections you guessed right, and whether you noticed all the mistakes or not. And now, the portrait is technically finished. It looks similar, but honestly, it still doesn't really feel like Tom Holland. So before changing anything, the first thing I do is soften the graphite slightly. I also lift some of the lighter areas using an eraser, just to prepare the surface for the corrections. And the first thing that caught my attention was the nose. It felt slightly too wide, and the nostrils weren't sitting on the same level. The right side was slightly higher, so I adjusted it, added some shading around it, and immediately it already started feeling better. But still, something felt off. So I moved up to the eyebrows. The right eyebrow needed slightly stronger shading, while the left eyebrow, even though it sat on the same horizontal line, the angle felt too high. So I curved it slightly downward, and suddenly, the expression felt more natural. The left eye, however, it was actually pretty close already. I mainly adjusted the pupil slightly, deepened some shadows, and added the small highlight from the lighting. But then, I found the biggest issue, the right eye. It was sitting slightly above the horizontal alignment of the left eye, and honestly, even a small mistake here changes the whole likeness. So I erased it slightly, lowered it a bit, then rebuilt it using the same technique. And now, it finally started feeling much closer. Next came the mouth, and here I noticed 2 problems. First, the mouth was sitting slightly too high, so I lowered it a little. Second, the horizontal angle felt uneven, The right side was sitting slightly higher than the left, so I corrected that too. And if you missed it, go back and compare it again, because this is exactly why comparison matters so much. Most people don't compare features to each other, they only draw them separately. But portrait likeness comes from relationships, where things begin, where they end, and how each feature connects to the next one. Once the mouth felt better, the chin line needed to come down slightly, and the jawline felt a little too narrow. And honestly, even small changes here can completely affect how the portrait feels. But now, the likeness finally started getting closer to the original reference. Next, I moved into the shadows on the left side of the face. Since the light is coming from the right, the left cheek naturally needed much stronger shading. Then, I noticed another issue: the ear placement. And honestly, this probably happened because I didn't compare enough during the early stage. The ear had shifted slightly too high, so I lowered it, making sure the top is aligned more naturally with the upper eyelid area. Then I refined the shadows around it. And suddenly, it already felt more realistic. I repeated the same process for the other ear, keeping both sides on the same level. After that, I moved down to the neck area, because the width felt slightly too narrow compared to the head. And this is something people often ignore, but proportions between the head, neck, and body matter a lot. Then finally, the hair. Here, I'm not trying to draw every single strand. Instead, I focus on the larger dark shapes, the lighter highlighted areas, and the general direction of the hair flow. Because honestly, once you understand the main shapes, the hair becomes much easier to simplify. I also raised the hair shape slightly higher, since the earlier version felt too flat. And with all these small corrections, the entire portrait started transforming. Even the clothing needed darker shading, and some proportion fixes, because if the neck or shoulders feel off, the portrait itself can start feeling wrong too. And just like that, we managed to take this portrait from something that looked close, but not quite right, to something that feels much closer to Tom Holland. So now I'm curious, how many mistakes did you actually notice before I fixed them? Let me know down in the comments. And if this helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around, because I'll be sharing more drawing videos like this soon.